Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the session, another session of Saturdays for Sustainability Learning, and where we connect every Saturday with a goal to discuss sustainability, to understand sustainability, and it's really fascinating to learn from different people, view the same thing from different point of view. So that's a really wonderful thing. So I'll just quickly introduce this initiative to you in next 2 to 3 minutes, and then we can start with today's topic. Okay. So I am very fond of the concept of synergy, and this is nothing but a concept of mastermind. So I'll not explain everything, but it's just for your review. As you can see on the screen. So first time the concept was put forth by Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich. So that was one of my favorite book, and that's how I got the idea of mastermind group, where multiple people come together and share their strengths, their understanding, and that's how as a collective group, we get more than the individual just summation of our knowledge, our learning. So it's nothing but a concept of synergy. When two things come together, it's not just one plus one. It's not only two. There are infinite possibilities. So maybe 100, maybe 1,000, who knows? And that's how the learning outcome of this group is also in a similar manner. So whatever individual knowledge, individual information that we have, somehow if we all come together with a common goal, so that can be accessible to all of us, and it's not just summation, it's much more than what we individual bring to the table. So with this uh, short introduction of mastermind group, so as a group there are four outcomes I guess you can expect. First is learning new concept every week. This is very important because of two reasons. First reason is sustainability is such a dynamic field. We all can appreciate that it's not a one person's job to get all the information. It's not possible. It's a dynamic field. Every week there is something new coming in. And at the same time, the second point is because we all have our busy lives, we do not get that much time to read everything, right? So it's very rare that we could get relaxed time. But dedicating this 1 hour 60 minutes for the learning, it's really great thing to stay updated about what is happening in sustainability. So this is one thing definitely you will get. The second is networking with fellow professionals, looking at the same thing with different background, different socio-economic, educational, geographical, cultural. It's wonderful to see the same thing from different points of view. Third is different opportunities. I would say learning opportunities or career opportunities. There are a lot of hope, lot of collaboration opportunities for us. And the fourth is definitely thought leadership, because we are coming together to discuss what is there in sustainability, and we are not only problem focused group, we also would like to provide some solutions. So that's how we can lead the sustainability discussion in whatever our capacity we can do it. Okay. So these are some of the outcomes that we can expect. And if you ask me within 1 minute how this entire session, entire discussion forum is based on, so there are two foundations I can say. So first is DIKW pyramid. If you know data, information, knowledge, wisdom, you can consider it as a triangle. So generally in today's time, we have more data, more information than we can consume. But what we lack is knowledge and wisdom, how to apply it. And that only comes with experience, that only comes with time. And in today's time, we don't have that much time to read all this, right? So it's a wonderful way to collaborate with each other and get the knowledge, get the wisdom with each of us having experience we can share with others. So one thing for sure, this session, this discussion forum is not about expert session. So one person is talking and others are just listening. So it's about co-creation, co-learning. So I would request everyone, if you have something to share, if you have practical experiences, please do jump in, please share with us your experiences, and that's how we all can gain. So that's a very basic foundation of this initiative. So this is a triangle as you can see. And again, today I have one inverted triangle for all of us. Uh, so basically the thing is, whatever we learn, whatever we just read or just hear let's say reading a report or just watching a video, we do not remember it after 2 weeks. So that is what the research says. So only 10% or 20% uh, we can retain out of that. That's a passive kind of learning. But when we give a talk, when we discuss, when we actively involve, so that's how the maximum retention happens, maximum learning happens, and that is the also one of the goal of this initiative, that discuss all these issues, all these ideas, and understanding or coming to a common conclusion for all of us, common understanding of the topic. And second, I guess we have already covered it. So discussion and question and answer is the best way to learn, and that's how this discussion session is all about your inputs as well. Okay, all right. So this is something about the initiative, and I'm sure you might have registered yourself with this link, so that you have received the calendar invite. If not, please let me know. I'll share this link, and that's how we can maintain the process, and every time you will get the invite. Otherwise, if you have joined uh, by someone forwarding you the link, so it might not be sustainable if we say. So maybe next session you will not get to know. Okay, all right. With this short introduction, let us start with today's topic. And today's topic is different latest BRSR reports, and why is it so? I'll just quickly tell you. So just 2 days back, one person was asking me where to search BRSR reports, and their team were having some confusion related to reporting, BRSR reporting. So what I thought is one of the best ways to get to see the BRSR reports where they are, how to search them, and we can just see sector specific. Let's say the person was from automobile industry, so maybe they can search which are the latest reports that their competitors have uploaded, and that's how they'll get the latest updated knowledge about if they are having any confusion, what their peers are doing. And I guess that is one of the best way to learn as well. With this short introduction, let me just quickly share my screen. So while I was searching about different BRSR reports, I came to this NSE website. I hope you can see the website, right? The screen I'm sharing. Can you please confirm?
Yes.
Okay, great, great, great. Thank you. So this is nse and companies listing, and where I could directly go to BRSR report. And here we can search the company name also, whatever company report I want. So that is one way to do it. Or otherwise, if I want to check the latest report, I can just select the date. So let's say if I want which are the reports published after 2000, let's say April 2024. So I can just select whatever date I want, and I can just click on go. So I'll get all the reports which were published latest. So in that way we can search. So even if I want to check, let's say what are the reports published in this month itself. So first fortnight of the month. So these are some of the reports that are submitted in this month. So we can check some of the reports just to overview how the reporting, BRSR reporting has been done. Okay. Okay. All right. So there are multiple organizations, multiple uh, BRSR reports are there in this. Okay. So let me know which if you have any suggestion, which organization we should look for, or otherwise we can check randomly any 2, 3 organizations. What is your suggestion? Is there any specific organization that you would like to suggest?
Can you please again go to the home tab and again can show to us to how to access this section
Yeah,
tab?
yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure. So one way would be, let's say, I search in this way, SEBI BRSR reports repository, or where I can get latest BRSR report. I couldn't get, but one of the way was this NSE website. So okay, so let's uh, NSE BRSR reports. Okay. So, yeah, so when I type this, the first option is corporate filings, business and sustainability reports. I'm just clicking here and directly I'm coming to BRSR. Okay. Otherwise, what I can, if if you could not find it, so I can see here list is uh, selected over here. So maybe we can do this also. Let's see if we could get it. If I go to NS India, I can click on list, and here I guess BRSR should be there, right? Maybe compliance information, and where was it? SEBI regulations, no. No, somehow from this, I guess it's not coming. Okay, results. Yeah, financial results and then BRSR. Hmm. In financial results, we can select business responsibility and sustainability report BRSR, and that's how we can come to the same page. Okay. Okay, great.
Yes,
So
thank you.
yeah, we got at the same place, and now I can search any organization. And one of the suggestion I also got. Okay, so we have two suggestions. So let's see first Tata Motors if I can get it. Okay, so I can just search over here Tata Motors, and as you can see Tata Motors Finance Limited, Tata Motors Limited. So I guess you are suggesting this one, right? Tata Motors Limited. Hmm. So maybe the date that I have put, so for that it's not there because I've just kept very tight, or there is a mistake I guess from my end. Just a minute. Let's click it from April. No.
I think in the second name it will be there. Tata Motors, two names also were showing.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, this one.
I hope so.
Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes. Where it has gone? Just a minute. Yeah, it came. So as we can see, uh, okay, so one is of previous year, as we can see, 15 July 2023, and second is 31st May 2024. So this is the latest report. Let's see, let's check both. Okay, let's see the previous one first. Yeah, so this seems definitely for last year, and let's see this year. Yeah, May 31st, 2024. So definitely this is for year 2023-24 financial year. BRSR report for financial year 2023-24. Pursuant to regulation of SEBI as amended, enclosing here with BRSR report for financial year 23-24, which forms an integral part of integrated annual report for financial year 23-24. Yeah. So this is a BRSR report for Tata. Let us just quickly skim through it, what details are there, and then we can check. Okay. So first thing that we can check, okay, financial year is written over here, 23-24, paid up capital, leadership team, maybe product services, as it's automobile manufacturing, 98% of the turnover. As in BRSR format, it's given, right? So accounting to 90% of the turnover should be given. So more than 90%, whatever is contributing, that they have to mention. Then the
What
operation.
what Sorry for interruption. What is it like for 90% for I didn't get.
Yeah. So actually, look, so for any organization, there might be multiple businesses, right? or if they are providing any product or service, so there might be multiple services that they provide, and out of which they get the revenue. So here the purpose is you capture the maximum. So you have to provide the details accounting more than 90% of the turnover. So that is the case. So as you can see, 84 plus 11, how much it is? 95,
95.
right? So others might be some other maybe services or something out of which they are getting their revenue. So the purpose is we capture the maximum, whatever is the major elements over there. And it has been given as a mandate as a requirement in BRSR report, reporting guidelines that we had. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. Yes. So business responsibilities, report, operations, employee details, as we can see. These are the basic details that they have. Representation of women, board of directors, key management personnel, turnover rate, CSR details.
Can we see, is there sustainable finance is considered under this turnover?
Yes, I guess it will cover. Yeah. So one of the way might be because in BRSR report they're asking all the company's policies and all. We have it in next section, right? So where they have to provide. So in policies, I guess we can find the details for it. Means you want to say how they are sustainably financing the money that they have, right?
Right, right. It like profit revenue for last 2 years, I guess.
Yeah, it should be there. Let's see. Yeah. So this is materiality assessment for them. Meanwhile, if anybody would like to stop me and if you would like to explore further any topic, so please do let me know. Okay, we can stop there. So these are 9 principles.
But brother, generally,
Mm-hmm.
all these corporate,
Mm-hmm.
their CSR is spent in their own premises or in their own land somewhere acquired. I mean, not in a general common place, public place. I mean, this is my experience 25 years back, I'm talking.
Right, right.
Where ITC and all we did, but that was all in their own premises. As CSR, they are doing in the greening of the place or whatever the kind it is and all. They got a big, tennis court and a big guy in New Delhi and all. For that, we used to go and do all the work there. But it comes into their main this thing. That is, they are indirectly having a control and related, not just directly open to a common purpose or a common factor. Like senior citizen care or something of those kinds, they don't do. They do only which is related to their this thing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I guess it has changed a little bit over the last 4 or 5 years in CSR because government is also strengthening its monitoring mechanism for CSR. So let's say because anyway they cannot spend, the organization cannot spend by themselves, right? So they must have the foundation of their own, or they have to transfer the fund to any implementation agency or any uh, NGO in that sense. And again, for NGOs also, government has mandated that Form CSR 1 is mandatory for all. So every NGO has to be registered. They have to submit the report where they have spent money, and at the same time, CSR also need to uh, share where their money is going, whom they are giving it. So I agree to you that there are few issues that still there is a problem, but I guess over the next few years we will definitely see it is getting better. Even one of the major issue of CSR is most of the funding is coming to the few major states and few major cities out of it. So it's completely
Oh.
skewed. If I tell you about Maharashtra. So most of the CSR spending is going to Mumbai, Mumbai and Pune, which are the big cities. But unfortunately, the remote regions where the support is really appreciated, really required. So there are very few NGOs, very few CSRs are working. So it's cute in a way.
And because I am a member of the senior citizen, but last 25 years I couldn't get a single rupee from NMTC or any other big organization for senior citizens. And particularly, we are doing serving for about 20 old age homes and all those kinds, providing basic this thing for toilets and other things and all. We are contributing ourselves and doing it, but we are not really able to attract the funds. We are registered, everything is paka, all the things. But nothing is happening from the CSR.
Yeah.
In Hyderabad,
Somehow-
I'm talking.
Yeah.
Dhananjay, sorry, I'm interrupting in the middle. Just thought, my name is Bhagwan Bitrakote. First of all, thank you so much for this initiative, and I really appreciate your contribution to the ecosystem. Definitely, this is one of the much needed initiative which all of us have to join hands with you. I'll be definitely happy to collaborate in any manner if possible. My first
Great.
question was if you could help us out, basically. There's a difference between CSR, ESG, and BRSR. Like, probably, I think if you could take 2 minutes and shed some light on how different these are, it would help us,
Sure.
I think.
Sure. So basically, let's talk about sustainability, CSR, and ESG and BRSR. Okay. So let's say sustainability is we can say, if we draw a Venn diagram, so the biggest circle would be sustainability. If we talk about, so it's about, means the common definition we all know. We want to preserve the resources, needs of the future generation should be met. In that way, we have to fulfill the current requirements, current needs. So that is a standard book definition that we have. But in short, sustainability is all about how do we, let's say, plan our consumption of resources and the waste that we are generating, and let's say putting in the environment. So that is a basic sustainability. But major question is, how do we apply it in real life? Definition, everyone we get it. That
Can
okay,
I
so
add some lines? Hi,
yeah, Dr.
Dhananjay.
Arpita.
It's a very good station. I am enjoying it. Can I add some lines?
Sure, please.
Yes.
Please.
I wish to add here that sustainability is actually three dimensions balance. That is, three dimensions are social, environment, and economics. Now, if it is all in balance, optimization, that we can only say sustainability. Now, after the Companies Act 2013. India only focusing through CSR. There was only CSR Act, but 2015 it was the SDG goals came, and 2013 the Companies Act came. Now the CSR was mandated first time in India, as Indians population is much more and we are exploiting the resources. And now thing is, CSR full form is only social responsibility. It is not coming for environment or else for economic. So we are lagging somewhere. That environment part we need to take care, as well as the economic profit of companies, so that it can go. So now ESG is for all over. As as much I guess, Dhananjay can correct me, as I am not from a business world, I am from academics. So now thing is, ESG is globally, and then the framework are their GRI framework, global rating index, and as well as so now Indian government make the SEBI, through SEBI it makes the BRSR. So that is the that we are discussing. So BRSR is only for Indian, companies, and how we are attempting to sustainability through that. Now CSR is becoming little old because it is only social responsibility. It is not all the three paradigm sustainability, means not the economic sustainability, not the environmental sustainability, only social was attempted through that. Some project was there so for environment, but not actually it was mandate. So yes, now Dhananjay can correct me and expand it more. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Apita, for adding that. It's wonderful that you share the basic idea. How is it? And yeah, and it's a wonderful question. It's very basic question. Actually, I have already created one video. I hope you can see on the screen, right? Is it visible? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll not play this now, but just to get some ideas from it. Okay, I'll share this link later on with you. But just if I want to talk about if our basic question is how we can differentiate between these three and let's say four, if we add the CSR also. So sustainability is the overall concept that we have. It's a bookish, we can say. How do we bring it to practical? So that's the real question. So that's how the ESG comes into picture. Okay, environment, social, and governance. And so in ESG, we know that sustainability has three different things. Let's say the three pillars are environmental, social, and environmental,
Governance.
social, and which is the one third?
Governance.
No. Three pillars of sustainability. Economic, right? So economic we were missing. So environmental, social, and economic. So these three are pillars of sustainability. But when it's good to know about in theory, but if I ask you as an organization what you can do and how you can compare yourself as an organization A with organization B, how you can say that you are doing better than B. So A is better or B is better? How do we say it? So that's why to compare it, we require some standard. We require some standardized way of measurement. We require some standardized way of representation of that data. And that's how ESG, environmental, social, and governance. And G for governance is about how uh, integral or how well, how transparent is all your processes. How transparent is your reporting. So that's how ESG is very important. Okay, so ESG is a way how organizations can contribute to it. Now, for ESG, there are different standards, there are different frameworks. So out of that, one is BRSR, which is let's say mandated in India. So BRSR is one of the way. And now your question might come where CSR comes into picture. So CSR is nothing but it came in India, and India is the first country to make CSR, corporate social responsibility, as a mandatory thing. Means if you are an organization, there are three criteria out there. So let's say your turnover is three criteria are net profit, turnover, and one more thing is there. So if you are qualifying to these three, then you have to spend 2% of your net profit for the society. So that comes under as a let's say a permission for any organization to work in the let's say that particular country. So India mandated it under Companies Act in 2014, and that's how it came into picture. And as rightly said by Dr. Arpita, so later on in 2015 we got the Sustainable Development Goals, and at the same time ESG was an evolving field. Global Reporting Initiative (GRI), and there are multiple frameworks over there. So out of that, one of the that we have developed in India, which is BRSR, which is a quite comprehensive, and that's how it's important for all organizations. But if you just crudely compare to ESG and CSR, CSR is just a short and it's a legal thing. Let's say it's government is saying that you have to spend, and that's how I'm spending. It's not coming from inside. You want to spend. Government is saying if you don't spend, I'll put restrictions on you. Or I'll fine your top management or your CSR committee, and that's how it's a mandatory thing. Now ESG is much more complex, much more inclusive from that point of view. It also considers environment. It also considers uh, a governance mechanism, whether you have all the policies or not, whether you are integrating it in your day-to-day activities or not. So and that's how we are seeing BRSR report on the screen, which is quite comprehensive, as you can see. So that gives us a clear picture whether that organization is really following it or not, and how it is moving ahead. If we compare year-on-year reports, that's how we can compare the organization performance, and at the same time, with, let's say, one organization with its peer competitor. So whether how they are impacting the environment. So that's how the BRSR plays a very important role in that. Is it helpful? I hope I could make some sense.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
My
it's
question
good.
was specifically, Dhananjay,
Mhm.
does this BRSR also comes under the ESG reporting? I mean, is there a separate reporting structure for ESG, or whether BRSR is also considered one of the reporting structure under ESG? Of course, it is mandated by Government of India. Wanted to understand what's your thoughts on that.
Yeah, that's one of the BRSR, one of the ESG reporting. Okay, so if you are doing a BRSR reporting, that's okay. So that's a ESG report only.
Okay, how
Okay.
about GRI? Like, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. So as we have a BRSR reporting, so there was a previous framework. So there are three different ways. Okay. So maybe you can consider as ESG framework, ESG standard, and let's say these are two different things. Okay. So framework is just a basic guideline. So you have to, just like a curriculum framework and the syllabus. These are two different things, right? Curriculum framework means in which direction you want to go. So it's just, let's say, it's giving you a direction that this point should be completed, this point should be taught in this way. So it's just a guideline document. But standard, it's prepared so that you can compare the two results, right? Two companies, peer-to-peer comparison. And in the same way, so there are many standards for ESG, many frameworks are there. Out of that, GRI is one of them, and BRSR is second. So purpose is different. Okay. So, but for India, if you are organization working in India, then BRSR is a mandatory for you. So maybe you report for GRI or not, or you integrated reporting is there, whatever you want to do. But if you are working in India, then definitely BRSR is mandatory for you. So others you do or not, that depend on your external stakeholders, or maybe your requirement, or your stakeholders that are involved. Maybe you're working with other continents or other nations. So that's a different story. But if you are working in India, BRSR is mandatory for you.
Thank you so much.
Fine.
Okay.
Dhananjay, so my next question is there any rating framework is available for a comparison? Like EcoADC is there for rating sustainability. So for BRS or ESG reporting, is there any standard rating framework available?
Yes, I guess there are available. So there are third party organizations which do that. But for BRSR, whether they'll consider the BRSR ratings for all, so that I'm not sure. But definitely there are many rating agencies are available, so which will internally assess the ESG publicly available data, and they'll provide the rating. And even SEBI has also recently, you can see master circular of ERPs, ESG rating agencies. So that master circular has also come. So that's also one way that we can get the ratings for different organizations. If anybody would like to add point over here, please you can.
No, last time there are already 6 organizations approved by
Yeah,
SEBI. They
yeah.
provide ESG rating to companies.
Uh, I guess in last session we had discussed
Uh,
ESG rating providers.
uh, there are 6 organizations.
Yeah.
No, not here.
We had seen that website also, no? Just a minute.
No, SEBI approved list of ESG rating providers. If you type like that, it will come.
We have the list over here, just a minute. I'm just doing lazy work. instead of searching, just study and paste. Yeah. So let's see. Is there any addition? Last time there were 6 organizations, right? I guess one has been added in 1 month. Yeah. So to answer your question, CRISIL is one rating provider, right? So this is quite reputed.
So is there
Yes.
any standard checklist available for evaluation of the ESG? So if yes, if someone able to share, then it will be fine for us.
Yeah,
Master
actually last,
circular, everything is there.
sorry.
Master circular for ESG rating providers, everything is given.
Yeah, so actually last week, May 25th, actually, we had discussed this master circular in detail. So where SEBI had issued all the guidelines in much more detail. So these are 60-page documents, and everything you will get over here means what is the standard process that they have to follow, how to do it, how to report it, how they can maintain their documents, and also it's everything is discussed over here. So what I'll do, I'll share this link with you. Okay. So maybe
And also, if anybody wants to get registration, they can apply.
yeah. Yes. So anybody would like to add anything to it, please, you can.
No, we can see further report
Okay,
on
perfect.
what
Perfect.
parameters they taken,
Yes. And
what activities they have done, how they are showing.
yeah, sure. And as Tata is one of the pioneer organization in terms of sustainability and in terms of caring about planet, so let's see. Yeah. So we had one of the question during this report when we were saying, right? So one of was whether they have sustainability financing, what is there for it, right? So maybe I guess one way is to check their policies, and as it is mandatory in BRSR that they also share the links over here. So if I just click, I should go to Tata Motors website, and here I should see some policies. Maybe sustainable finance. I'm just expecting it would be there. Let's see if we could find.
No,
CSR
I
sustainability
think
policy
these
is
part
are
is
the
there.
policies only. I think these are the
Yeah,
policies are only for sustainable finance. Means all these policies
right.
ensuring the sustainable finance only.
Yeah. And as you can see, they have detailed policies for everything, even let's say policy on determination of materiality for disclosure of event and information. So how materiality assessment will be done, code of corporate disclosure, climate change policy. So what I expect is to maybe climate change policy, they might have the sustainable finance, as you said, or uh,
Sustainability policy is
sustainability
also
policy is
there.
there. So yes, sorry.
Sustainability policy is also there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get back to report and let's see what else is there. Okay, so we completed till this point. Policy into procedure, whether they have translated or not. Value chain partners extension done. International codes. Governance, leadership, and oversight. So these are 9 principles of BRSR. Then principle wise, section C, performance disclosure. Yeah, and even whether they have anti-bribery policy. So if yes, they have to provide the link over here. Regular training sessions are there for employees. Complaints nil. Openness of business. Leadership indicator. So how many awareness programs held? So that also detail that they have to give. How they are creating awareness for this BRSR overall. Principle 2. So as we can see, it's objective as well as subjective. Means we are speaking quantitative data, we are giving numbers, and at the same time we are also giving in detailed description as well. So how they are contributing towards each of the indicator and what exactly that they are doing. Principle 3. Well-being of workers. Rights of person with disability. So this link is also there, Tata Code of Conduct. Yeah, so it's, as we can see, it's a detailed report. What are the risks for the employees? So one way to look at it as a ESG report or BRSR report is it's not only sharing financial report, right? It's also covering the social aspect, how they are taking care of their people, and at the same time, environmental is there. So what is the impact of their operations uh, on the environment? So it's one of the comprehensive report that we can say. While CSR is only about how they are spending the 2% of the money for social good. Principle 4. So
Hello.
what one observation I have, the Tata Motors report is looking more of a verbose, or it's having more text. If we compare with some other reports, so we can see how different organizations have shared their report. But this is just one observation. So there are less graphics in the report. So that is one thing that I. Yes, someone was speaking, please.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Suman. Yeah.
Actually, after they submit BRSR report, then SEBI will examine, and then it is approved. Means what benefits they get, means they will. What is the next process of SEBI? Any information?
No, sorry, I didn't get your question. So you were asking, so let's say they have submitted the report, then what is the next action?
Means
That
if it is approved and everything is correct, SEBI also accepted it, then what next step means? What any benefits or what is any idea?
no, I guess. So I don't have as such idea, but I guess once it is submitted and it is accepted, let's say it's listed now. I don't see if there is any action on behalf of Tata, but I'm not sure about it. So let's ask others
Maybe
if
To an-
you have.
something will be there, but maybe they give something. Some you have to see detailed BRSR guidelines. Then only you can know.
Yes. We have someone wanted to speak, right? Yes, Prakash?
Yeah, so basically, from one of the course, what I understand was the SEBI is verified this BRSR report. So there are some funds in the market. There are some funds is once the investor is looking for invest amount, or someone is looking to have the amount for its expanding its business, then the funds is evaluating their ESG reporting. So I think with that purpose, it is helping to organization to report the ESG on the NSE also, I guess.
Right. That's true. Yeah. But I'm not sure whether how that means whether every year's reporting would be taken care in that, or how it would be done. So whether they will just check whether you have submitted report for 2023-24, tick, and then you will get the benefit of it. So how that will actually work?
I will give one another one example. Suppose any companies is looking for some monies to expand their business. So basically, they will approach to some banks, some funds. So basically, these banks and funds are assessing their ESG for sustainable finance. Once they are they are assessing their ESG report, once they are having this report, then only they are going their ESG evaluator is approving their whatever amount and other things will be there. So for that purpose, every year ESG reporting should be mandatory.
No, what my question is, what SEBI will give? SEBI will give any benefit. SEBI, NSE, they are giving any benefit. That I am asking. Okay, evaluators, banks, and all they ask, but SEBI is giving support government of India. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I got some disruption. There was some issue
No,
with.
what I'm asking,
Yeah.
banks and all, okay, they are asking this report and all. SEBI is giving support or anything like that. SEBI is a regulatory body and
Yeah. I'm not sure
they,
whether if there is anything from SEBI means as a support. I guess this is an open question for all of us. So maybe we can check back and come
okay,
back with
next
answers.
time,
Yeah.
because SEBI will be giving some this thing, something will be there, but we don't know.
Yeah. So let's
Who has
check it. Okay. So uh, what is support or benefit? Support from SEBI for BRSR reporting organization.
I think his question is after reporting this BRSR report, what help we are getting from SEBI? Likewise, he
SEBI.
is asking for.
Right. Mhm. Okay. So I guess we need to check this and let's see if anybody gets answer. Please do let us know in next week maybe. Is it okay?
no, who are working in this field, they may know. Who are
Yeah.
preparing and submitting, they may know the details. But something will be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
There
banks
might
and
be.
all, they ask, suppose if you are applying for loan, banks ask security and all and documents and all. Like that, they also ask this so that they can get idea of where the money and everything, how they are working, and they can get confidence and they can support it.
Okay.
This is one way. But what SEBI is doing and government of India is, maybe in the guidelines it will be there. BRSR guidelines it will be there.
Yeah, sure. So
Uh,
I'll
Dhananjay,
also
I
check.
think SEBI,
Yeah.
I think SEBI is the regulatory body. It is their duty
Right.
to protect the interest of everybody, each and
Mhm.
every investor. That is the why
Right.
BRS report is mandatory in annual report, so that each and
Right.
every individual can see the financial and non-financial result. Accordingly, they invest in the company. So it is not a question of
Right.
why SEBI asking for that report.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for adding that to the discussion. Okay. So let's just quickly. Yeah. You want to add something, please?
Yeah, I have a point.
Huh.
See, under this corporate social or whatever this is, each of these Tata and so many people, they have the running their own schools also.
Right.
I mean, up to some level. So here, I would like to take a initiative of
Mhm.
creating humanness in all the students through a
Mhm.
process of not only meditation, but value-based and so many other things,
Right.
which will be helpful not only for the students, including the employees of the organization, so that they have some moral standards, values, and they also look the environment, everything in a different way than like we see as any other animal or creature. I mean, it
Right.
should not be in that angle. So for that, we have special. We offer all this free. I mean, no cost. Okay,
Right.
and if it can be introduced in some way, I'd love to definitely be a partner to that. Or you can,
Okay.
if it can be made mandatory, it will be very nice. And we can do for the organization employees and their families as well as the students.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind.
Actually, I'm a part to one of these initiatives over here.
Hmm.
So it's called as inner development goals. Uh, so it is being planned in around 6 to 7 countries, and from India also we are around six. We are around 8 organizations. So I'm into the training of this year's cohort. So where we are exploring different tools and methodologies with which we can impart the value-based education, and at the same time, how do we develop each individual uh, so that we can achieve the sustainability. So even some government bodies from government of India is also involved in this training. So once I complete that, so maybe I can share more details and more tools. But definitely, it's a great requirement that we all have. So definitely, I will connect with you, sir.
Okay. Now, we are already spread into 180 countries, and right now
Right.
our guide is really on foreign tours in South America, Dubai, UK, and so many places. He's traveling right now. He's not returned. But
Great.
we all should do individually, not expecting only the guide alone to do. You are also a part
Yeah.
of the guide. I mean, just
Yes.
like that, I look in this thing. So if it can be done, I'll be very grateful for the divine incarnation.
Absolutely. I'll connect with you, sir, on this, because
Surely, sir.
we are working. There is one organization, one college also, one institute. So there we are incorporating it for all the students over there. So
Okay.
in the first phase, we are teaching all the teachers from the school, and that's how that will percolate it to the all the students. So that's a wonderful initiative. I'll definitely let you know once we get more clarity how to do it in India.
In fact, with the Ministry of Education, we already got it approved, and it is
Uh-huh.
going on in many states and many colleges, schools, and other things.
Wow.
It already we have
Wow.
started doing it. But question, I thought it why not to organization also? All are human beings.
Agree.
Okay.
So every means one thing that always find is many people are contributing to the cause, but somehow we are not connected. So like-minded people need to come together, and that's how the last sustainable development goal number 17 is a partnership. So how we can contribute to each other, how we can become complementary to each other's effort. So maybe that is something to explore. Yeah.
Sure. Today, I'm very happy that I could see 2, 3 more members who have joined. It brings more life to the discussion. And I salute your patience and balanced approach every meeting in this thing, and taking everybody's views seriously and working sincerely on those things.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, so we have last 5-10 minutes for today's topic. So let's do one thing. So this is just let's get a feel of the report that we have. Okay. So we have almost seen this report, and what I see is it's great details that they have shared the entire ESG. As you can see, the emissions are there. So in this way, environmental factor is also there. So how much emissions that the organization is emitting, and different policies and all. Okay, so this is all about Tata report. So let's do one more thing. We had one more suggestion to check the report, which was HDFC or any banking industry. So I'll just quickly check HDFC, HDFC Bank Limited. Okay. So I guess this year they haven't published. This is showing 2023. Okay, July 19, 2023. So what we can expect is maybe next month we can expect 2024 report from the HDFC. Okay, but this is last year's report, but we can see. Okay. Just let's see how they have provided these details. And one of the shocking thing for me is at 470 pages. How can we read this?
I know.
Intense. All
If I want to
qualitative
read this,
no
I would require
quantitative
one. Yeah.
visible. Then figures.
Yeah.
Now
Now
quantitative.
so balance sheet.
That is balance sheet only.
Okay, so that's readable.
Loved their sustainability report, whatever they had.
Everything is there. So maybe what I think is it's not as per BRSR format, what I can see. Okay. So as we are able to see it, so it's just the data point that they have shared, and it's not a standardized way, right? So this is a perfect example. Yes. Yeah. Dr. Arpita, you want to say something, please?
Yes, please go ahead. I was suggesting that you can give the control F comment for carbon footprint like that. Thanks. Bye.
Right.
I think this is sustainability report, and in the ending they have mentioned these are for VRSR principle 4 refer page number this. Likewise, they have mentioned somewhere.
Right. Just a minute. BRS. Yeah, so this is a perfect example why, let's say, sustainability standards are required, right? So let's take a simple example. I want to check the sustainability reporting of HDFC Bank and at the same time ICICI Bank. I want to check their performance. Now, as we all can see with practically, it's not possible for me or you to read all these 470 pages. Then again, I need to read the ICICI reports, and then I can check how these two organizations from same sector are working. So that's really difficult way, and that's how the BRSR format comes into picture, where there is standardization, there is a way, there is a method how it is to be reported, and how we can get maximum value out of that one report. So I guess that makes a clear case for the BRSR reporting and why it's required. Yeah, they have given, but the format is not followed. That is what we can see. All right. This year we are progress further. We are disclosing the full suite of applicable BRSR disclosure requirement. We are also exploring data available and methodologies for reporting on TCFD and TNFD. Okay, so maybe this year's report, whatever will come, so that will definitely be with BRSR format. So that we can definitely, we can check. But this is on page number 130, as you can see. It's very difficult to digest all these pages and then come to a conclusion. So this is a strong case for BRSR report. Okay. Yes. And we want to check the carbon footprint, right? Let's see what we get. Greenhouse gas emissions.
No quantitative data, no data.
No, they have given data, I guess. It is at the end. What I can see. Just a minute. But yeah, as we can agree, it's difficult to get. Okay. So complaints and redressal, so that is coming at the end, as you can see. It's difficult to get something out of it. Consolidated balance sheet.
We can see only balance sheet. That is the banking main thing. It's prepared, but otherwise all the qualitative textual data.
Right. Yeah. So this makes the case for BRSR. It's difficult to see. Do you want to check any other, let's say ICICI or SBI? State Bank of India. Let's see. Okay, so we don't have the attachment for State Bank of India. Oh, it's there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so this is published 27th of May. Good. It is the latest report. Synergizing sustainability within and beyond. Great.
I think it is also sustainability reports only.
No, but I guess it must be in BRSR format, right? How they have prepared. Just let's check. About the report, that's fine. This is summary. Sustainability highlight. That's good. Awards recognition. Message from chairman. That's fine. Message from MD. Chief Sustainability Officer. About the bank. Responsible banking. Lines of credit. Renewable energy financing. Governance. Climate finance. Yeah. So this is not in the format, right?
So you can check in the ending of report where they have mentioned some data.
Page number 150. Business responsibility and sustainability reporting. Section A, general disclosure. Okay, so till this page, let's say 149, they have the sustainability report, that a general format that they had, and from this page onwards, it's BRSR reporting format, section 1. Then they have given all the section wise, each of the details, each of the indicators. Okay, so this is also good, right? At least if it is in a format, so we can find whatever detail that we want easily. Yes, it's there. So is it same with HDFC? I don't think so for HDFC, because this is last year's report, so that's how it might be the issue. Okay, but here also we can see section A, but it's rudimentary. Maybe this year's report will be a little bit better. But yeah, we can find it. That's there. Section B, section C. Okay. So just before ending today's session, I just wanted to show you emphasis report as well. Okay, so it's a similar what we have seen with SBI. So they have given all the details, what they wanted to share as their sustainability report, and then at the end, BRSR report format is there.
Tata is
152.
ahead of all these companies. Tata is giving actual report, rest or not. Means whatever we randomly checked.
Right.
Hope for the best in upcoming years for other Indian companies. As already BRSR is a CRIPS format, means CRIPS guidelines rather than the GRI, because there is 5038 questionnaire almost
Right.
in GRI. CDP and TCFD and also means so BRSR was more clipped, but yes, let's see. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
Chaliye, bye-bye. Thank you. Good
Yeah.
initial discussion. I'll join from next time. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
great. Chalo, it's already 10 minutes past 8. What I'll do, I'll share all these links with you all in WhatsApp group. And let's connect next week, because I guess this is the interesting thing for most of us. So let's continue maybe for next week also. And
But I'm
let's
thinking
see.
to do a research paper on this, a BRSR. Let's see
Great.
which parameters we can take, because only 9 questions are there, na? At least
Right.
with 1, 2 we can take. I can take.
Okay.
Let's
Perfect.
see.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Let's
bye
see.
bye.
Let's connect next week also. Thank you so much, everyone, for your valuable inputs, valuable
Thank
time.
you.
Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you,
Bye.
Dhananjay. Just one question I just want to leave with everyone. See,
Yeah, please.
all companies are actually, we are developing so much of things in terms of reporting and everything. What happens next? Has any, agencies which are seeking such reports has really reviewed those reports, has taken any action? I mean, otherwise, these reports are of no use at all. Probably, I think that is one question we all of us have to think through, and then also ensure those agencies which are seeking reports should be actively taking action on the reports what they have sought. Probably, I think we all of us have to collectively look forward to it. Thank you so much for this session.
Agreed.
It was very insightful.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's think about it, because I have quick points what you shared. I'll just quickly share within a minute, and then we can think about it. So as you said, what is the outcome of it, right? So I can see there are two outcomes definitely coming out of it. First is, earlier we were not clear. Everyone was blind. What is exact emissions? What is the level of emissions? What is the environmental impact that they are having? What is social considerations that they have? We were blank. We were not having any input. As of now, at least it is being captured and it is recorded, right? So that's how, once we measure it, there is a scope of improvement. That is the first thing. And second thing, maybe as we are spreading awareness to the people, as the organizations are reporting this, so there is a chance that at least few people would get motivated and they'll work towards it, towards finding the solution. Because sustainability is all about involving all the stakeholders and how collectively we can provide a solution. And if BRSR reporting or sustainability reporting creates that initial flip or initial, let's say, motivation for people, so I guess that's how we can see the outcome. But as you rightly said, so what are the tangible outcomes and who will measure it? So that's a difficult question that we can think how it will take shape in next future.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Thank
Thank you so
thank
much.
you, sir.
Bye. Have a great weekend.